And for those of you cheering for Lotus 8, let me hear you loud! Launching folks, here we go. Pistol round, best of 5, grand final, CCS. It gets started off quick with the first blood, King and Ricky.
And it's always Ricky getting the kill. He was covering as the Neon just sprinted mid. The unique strats calling off. Speaking of Neon, sprinting in already on back site.
Void looking for a head, not able to click it. Gets it all around, and Nayar is able to pull off a couple big frags to get things started here. Gets a little bit of help for their teammate. There's a big 3K coming in for Quist, and a nice start for Team Mug.
I have to think that that was a specific anti-strat by Team Mug. Lotus 8 opened with the exact same pistol strat that they did round 1, and you saw it from Team round 1 yesterday, and you saw it from Team Mug. There was such a good adaptation. They absolutely knew that was coming. They completely gave market. They completely gave the front of site, just played back site, waited for the commit because they knew the Neon arrived early. That was so smart and shows a good deal of research as well as game sense from Mug.
Yeah, and we saw quite a few. I mean, I mentioned yesterday how well they're able to utilize their abilities. You know, many paint shell kills coming in yesterday. That's a swarm grenade kill for Chris. On top of his 2 other frags. Wavy getting it started off early in this round.
Oh, AV able to pick up 1. Looks like someone peeked just around the corner right into Wavy's crosshair. So nice little start there for Team Mug. And yeah, like you were mentioning, like. I touched on it a little bit yesterday, how it feels like kind of a bit of an advantage if you had the first best of 3 yesterday, as we watched one person go down, Boy gets taken out here.
Spike down,
up
mid.
a couple frags now, looking to find some more. Wavy's gonna take down another one. That's gonna leave Ricky all by themselves.
Hello, Ricky gonna do what he can, but what he can isn't a lot with a classic by himself, and it's a good, clean force by Mug, not dropping a single member.
Yeah, bringing all of those guns into the next round. I like how you mentioned having the first best of 3 yesterday. That's actually a very good point. You know, being able to, when you're able to secure your spot in the finals in the first best of series, you can watch the next one completely researching the strats that your potential opponents are using. Whereas if you have that second best of 3, you have to focus on the opponent at hand. There's no preparation that you can do. You don't want to overthink and expect that you're going to be in the finals, and then you might be underprepared.
Yeah, so it also has an advantage in a little bit like Team Mug. You know, the advantage they were able to get to be able to in that first qualifier and have that here. So they're showing off right now. Isa gets things started off, getting first blood on the King themselves. Finishing off Ricky there, so.
Gotta go.
That's one of the issues when you're going through these dry peaks against a team as good as this. Boy dashes in.
Oh! Stunned up, didn't matter. Boyd's gonna pick up the other one, but here's a double coming for Wavy. That's a triple. Big 3K before eventually going down to Bro Skills. Bro Skills doing some more work, taking down a second. Getting themselves onto site now. We suddenly have a 1v1. Nayar!
But Nayar's there and he's too good. Picks up the kill and they snowball on what should have been a round loss. Up 3-0 for Mug. That being said, how many times have we seen that this weekend? Going up 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, only then to be found in a tie game a few rounds later. So not great start by Mug, but definitely not out yet. Lotus
yeah, we touched how best of 3 feels like, it's a long series. Best of 5 really is a long series. They have a little bit of give here. No one's really panicking after only losing the first 3 rounds. Lotus 8, right now, they're being handled, their attack, their aggressive style is being handled really well. Team Mug already expecting it right away. Wavy picking up 2 frags before I can even finish my last sentence. Huge start for Wavy already.
Wavy's had a huge game so far. Just one weighing that choke, for lack of a better word, at A main. I think he's gotten 4 kills now off of that one way. Lotus not respecting it as much as they need to, or just thinking they're different.
Last player standing.
Now Ricky not going to be able to find the kill. And now it's just Aizu left all by his lonesome. He's got a Deegan, he's got a Dream, gonna try to take as many guns as he can. But Wavy has him locked in. Take out another 3K for Wavy. 2 3Ks in 3 rounds.
I might be more entertained by the crowd than the actual play. No offense, obviously I love the play. Yeah, Wavy fans in the crowd, let's go.
A little bit of ocean there too. That's a well-designed sign. Shout out to the fans. Yeah, Wavy
got the custom Wavy.
Can we get a picture-in-picture where we just keep it on the fans? Actually, I think that. No, good stuff. Loving seeing the crowd out here, and honestly, if it's just like yesterday, it builds as the day gets longer. Obviously, people just kind of casually coming by here in Comic-Con, chilling out. But obviously, the day ones are over here already. Here for map number 1 to see the first thing going on here right away. But here we go. 4-0 start. Team Mug, huge here. Lotus 8. Got to make some sort of adjustment here and see if they can figure something out there. Beginning to attack onto this B site. Wasp stunned up a little bit here. Around it a little bit here, looking for the attack coming at them, trying to find someone right above them. Can't find the spray. Ricky gets the first one. Brosicles follows up with another.
Quick 2 kills, but now Wavy's on site. Wavy's keeping in. It's going to be a 3 versus 4 hold for the side of Lotus 8. Guns all around.
Void now. They stand here. They get the plant off too as well. So opportunity here as Brosicles is able to pick up another frag here. Only 2 members left with Team Mug. 4 people still up for L8. Quiz trying to find a position here. They're in great post-plant positions, making it very hard for Quiz to get onto this one. Issa with that op looking to find something, but Quiz does find one. Eventually gets taken down though by Void. That's going to leave Issa by themselves, and Issa's going to decide to save the home.
Yeah, good choice saving the op. This team will be able to force rifles up again next round anyway, so pretty unlikely he was going to win the 3v1 with the operator in hand. So smart save and a good round by Lotus 8. We saw there again just another quick B hit that they were so adamant on doing in the previous games. Yeah. And this time it worked out a little bit better than it was yesterday. We saw a lot of their B hits were a little bit too slow this time. I think the double smokes are really helping. We saw there not only the Viper wall, but the Brim dumped both of his 2 out of his 3 smokes on the entry as well. So there's just so much space that was so hard for Team Mug to take back after all what was taken.
My ult's not ready.
And it's one of those things too. The score's 4-1, but that was really the second time they had full rifles. So in a way, they're 1-1 with full rifles, if you want to think about it that way in a sense. So while a good start from Team Mug, Lotus 8 being able to take that round does feel pretty good.
Now Issa still with the op, just as deadly as ever. Unfortunately, last round wasn't able to get a lot done as they didn't come to his site, and it's always so much harder to play retake and rotate with that op, but even still, gonna have to keep an eye on it as the potential to be so dangerous.
Yeah, they're looking for some more here, and right now, much more patient round, but basically every other round before this, coming into Lotus 8, they're looking for a pick here before maybe they get started. Ricky out here. Trying to find something going for them. They're going to be able to do what they do, and they're not going to be able to do it there because they're just going to shut that one down. Big couple frags to get this one started. Wavy's going to end up going down to Aizu. Issa does find one with that off. Looking for another if they potentially go around the corner, but Aizu picks up 2, but Issa will clean it up. 5-1 start for Team Mug.
Man, really good crossfire there by Mug. We saw in tree with we had Wavy in the smoke swing out after, but just Swash finding 2 on his own, and there's Issa on site with the op as well. No chance to get onto that site for Lotus 8, and Mug punishing them appropriately.
Yeah, it's important to note that operator was bought round 4. Yeah, shows how far ahead that Mug really pulled in this game, and Issa hanging on to that in the save is just that much more of an advantage for him. And see how long it will stay in the map for. Maybe the entire time. Who knows?
Yeah, LA on an eco round here now, so they're going to need.
Dim beacon here.
Probably want to get at least a few picks here in this one. The economy right now is just a huge advantage right now for Team Mug, so let's see what they get there. Void trying to get something done with their ultimate. Looking for things, and the crowd points out nothing there, doing the play-by-play for me. Aizu gets the plant though.
Yeah, I like this by Mug as well. They knew they were on the force. They knew they had the guns up. They just give them sight, and they said, "Yeah, we'll take the retake 5v5 and go. We have the guns." But now, Viper ult by Lotus 8 on site as well to make it a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it's always a bonus there when you're on the eco and you're able to pick up A, first blood from Rookie, and B, you're able to get the plant right now. You've got yourself suddenly a little bit of chance for some damage here. We are getting some praise here. Wavy's gonna pick up 2 more. Wasp grabs one more attack as Quist now backing up through here, trying to get into the smoke, but that Shorty getting work done for Brosicles. So a ton of damage being done on this eco round for Lotus 8. And potential for a win here as Brosicles picks up 1 more. Only 1 left of Team Mug.
Standing.
Just Twist, and he doesn't have enough time. He's gonna get both. We'll see. No, not quite. 4 seconds off, and a thrifty coming from Lotus 8.
That was incredibly well played by Lotus 8. I think I would have expected a little more resistance on the side of Team Mug, knowing that Lotus had to save there. Maybe they didn't expect the Viper Spit to come down, but that is really what essentially secured the round there. Not able to, your team has pistols, but it doesn't matter if you're in a Viper Spit and everybody's 1 HP everywhere. Anyways, it takes 1 bullet.
No, we actually did see that the Viper got both the orb as well as the plant, so they definitely weren't expecting it to go down, and it cost them the round. Smart play and efficient ult eco management from the side of Lotus 8 to win the round.
Yeah, the really impressive thing is that it's such a risk to be like, hey, we all have a bunch of pistols, but just I'm just gonna use my ultimate. that has such a potential to feel like a waste. You've seen like person in solo queue who does that. You're like, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, why?
None of us have anything.
You idiot.
Yeah, but when you come out with a win like that, that's huge, especially on a grand final stage here when you're a little bit behind. That's some clutch play coming out as we look at Boy jumping in here, trying to play clutch play for himself. Lotus stepping up too as well. They step it up, but they get taken down by Twist to pick up one of them. But again, like you said, Twist unfortunately picking out their own teammate too as well. They're getting a little bit of res here. That's going to give us a 5v3 for Lotus 8 as they're looking to pick up another round here.
Yeah, Lotus 8 again playing their almost complete on site. But Issa with the off is going to fly one now. It's a 3 versus 4 retake. Very doable for Mug.
Get a big one there. Bunch of trading going down here. In the end, LA's got the last one standing. Brosko is going to pick up the win for the team. It's now just a 5-3 lead for Team Mug.
Ooh, so clutch by Brosko. Down twice this game, winning rounds for his team in the 1v1. You need players like that on your team. You know, players you can consistently count on to get those clutch kills, sprint, get your team in the lead. And sure enough, he's top fragging now on the Viper on the off-meta pick on Ascent.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see the state of the economy in this game right now. Some members, I imagine Issa, doesn't have the Blade Storm, but even after winning Lotus 8, still opting for light armor, probably in exchange for some of their utility. But it's not a full buy on either side, which is very odd for midway through the first half.
Yeah, it's both teams scrapping as much as they can, clawing at each round, so important, not wanting to give anything up. Both teams forcing and Swass gets a kill, gets traded back shortly after.
Yeah, that's what you get when we had so many bloody rounds in a row where it's just been like one person standing winning a battle royale. No one has any money. Yeah. And so the few people that do have money, Void, able to get something done there with one of theirs. So we're sitting at a 3v3 as they continue to move up here and there down this one. Getting on site now, Void trying to stop that one. They will do so. Good play by Void. Oh, and a little bit of extra fight right at the end. I do with the contact.
Yeah, Void kind of feeling himself after that kill. We'll see if it pays off. Swass pops the Reyna ultimate. It's a 2v3, but with the Reyna ultimate, anything is possible here, especially on in the hands of a player like Swass.
That ultimate is like kind of the reason you play Reyna. Yeah. Like, right? Like you just want to be able to be on the call to get something done here, but you know, 1-for-1 trade. Swass can't get anything done with that ultimate as Lotus 8 pick up a couple wins in a row here now, and they're suddenly within 1.
Yeah, just a little bit off the head from Swass there, which is unfortunate. Couldn't really get the Reyna ult online. Lotus 8 almost lined up perfectly for... Who was it there? Coming down.
Void,
coming down for Void. Almost lined up perfectly on that Vandal Spray, which would have completely swayed the momentum of the round and maybe bought Swass a little bit more time. But alas, 5-4 after a 4-0 start. Nothing that's unfamiliar from what we've seen after yesterday. Yeah, and just showing that Lotus 8 definitely, you know, just took some time to adapt, as we always see with these teams when they play against each other.
And Lotus 8 seems 2 games in a row kind of have like the crowd against them, not necessarily completely against them, but there just seems to be more supports for the other side. And I think what they do well here is they're taking the crowd out of the game by winning multiple rounds in a row like this. Yeah. So if they can do that, that's certainly going to help them a long way. If they could tie up this game 5-5 when it's such a hot start for Team Mug, absolutely huge for Lotus 8. And right now they've been doing it with more calm play. We saw it yesterday, they were just attack on Ascent. And right now they kind of figured out, hey, if we actually like calm things down a little bit here, it might be a little bit favored for them.
Yeah, I like this calm approach as well. They should know Issa has the op available, so just trying to suss him out, not committing to anything too early. Just as I say that, it looks like oh, but it's going to actually be a rare whiff shot by Issa. He is going to retreat, get out of there. No kills found, but a lot of damage taken by Issa.
You know Issa will want that one back, but here's Nayar, straight down 3, looking for a 4, trying to get the 5th, it's denied the ace by Ricky. But huge play from Nayar.
30 seconds you gotta check those corners or Nayar's gonna be waiting for you. And he is finds for. Blind comes out on Ricky. And a round win by Mug on the back of Nayar. The fans are loving it.
Well, that's how you bring the crowd back into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about trying to take them out, and they go, we're gonna pop off right here. The crowd's right here and ready to go. Awesome stuff coming in there. Nayar with a big clutch moment. Highlight earlier on in this series.
Yeah, you really got to check your corners. At the end of the day. Yeah, a bit of a uncharacteristically like mistake from Lotus 8 to not, you know, it's a valid opportunity, and they are just getting the most of it. Almost picking up the ace in about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's one of those angles for sure where like I feel like the meta has developed almost more that no one checks it just because it's such an obvious position. You know, like
Yeah, right.
when the game first came out, every person checked that. It's not like the last time I saw someone play there was like 2021. You know, like it doesn't happen anymore. But Nayar makes it work, and they weren't expecting it. So more power to them.
And of course, the trigger discipline to not just fire at the first person you see. You wait for a couple people to come by, and you're like, oh, no one's checking me. Then you line up, taking down 4, almost the ace.
Yeah.
Almost the ace. But
And as we continue forward into this round, we see another slow and rather simple approach, but yeah, just taking the time to set up the execute as it comes in. Now Void with the Neon ult. She is pissed. The fast lane is up, and she's running onto site, sliding in. He's going to be able to get one. Now they're continuing on site. Blind comes up for a moment. Trade comes through. It's Chaos on site, but it's Team Mug thriving in it. 4 kills now for Team Mug, and calls him out with the Hunter's Fury. Swings off of it. 4-0 for Team Mug. Huge round, so well played. Util was perfect, shots were perfect, and that's going to win them the round.
Yeah, that was sort of the aggressive gameplay that we saw a lot of from Team Mug yesterday when they were playing against Imperium. Swass getting a little bit of a revenge 3K after missing the opportunity on the ult a couple rounds before. But yes, very good to see. And I just want to point out how well, like, as much as the Neon ult hasn't paid off in that round, I'm still very impressed by the way that Void can really maneuver around Ascent, a map that isn't usually played with Neon.
Yeah. Oh, and we saw Swass there get mauled by Team, hoping to get the kill, but unable. But this puts the Lotus 8 in good position. They can explode onto site now. Sure enough, we see Void sneaking onto site. Oh, but Void clears stairs. Twist is able to find one. Gonna get traded out by Void immediately after. Fight continues to go down 3v3. Oh, Issa misses the option, gets kicked out. 3 versus 1
Silence.
for Nayar, but they weren't expecting him on site. Viper Pit gets dropped, and then she gets dropped immediately after. Now Nayar going for the 2 versus 1, but it looks like Lotus 8 is not wanting to fight Nayar. They're too scared, taking the safe play. Respectable, honestly. They have the util, they have the Brim Molly left. They can play for lineups 2 versus 1. Well played, but now Nayar has his full util. He's only taken 1 bullet. Got quite a bit of HP, 120 left. Could absolutely be able to make this happen if he pops off, and who better than a player like Nayar to do so.
Yeah, I was surprised to see them take the catwalk approach, and it took a little bit longer to get to site, I think.
Oh,
giving Nayar an extra couple seconds. He's looking for blood, but it's just not enough as there's 1 man behind him and 1 in front at the same time.
Hard to do. He had his full util, but even still, it's almost impossible from that position on other sides. Has to do a full 180 even if he gets one, so well played by Lotus 8. Almost held on by Team Mug, but Lotus 8 making the smart, calculated play, just moving to the other site, not wanting to risk it, pays off.
yeah. And I'm back.
Right
We
here.
had some technical difficulties, and I was gone, but these two did a pretty good job without me here. 7-5 lead here for Team Mug. Trying to get into this next round here, trying to get into this new half. Like, pretty good half so far. Again, Lotus 8 just seem to just like not play not close and exciting matches. I think that's just what it is.
Lotus 8 is just here for the vibes.
Yeah. You know, it keeps the crowd into it, gets everyone excited, gets me excited, keeps us engaged. It's perfect stuff. It's awesome right there. So here we go, switching on a half. See how they get this one done. He's gonna pick up the first frag on this round, taking down Ricky. Follow up, Swass gonna finish off another one here. Here comes Nayar running through the smoke now.
Smoke's down.
Milano.
What seems to be another pre-calculated anti-Lotus 8 pistol trap by Team Mug, expecting the early aggression. We saw how far back they're playing. They're playing so far back that they dodged the Sage Slow completely and would have dodged the Silver Arrow had it come. So really well played, by Team Mug. To do your research, understand what their gameplay is. Next to, but Chronicles is not missing today on this Viper.
Broskill's getting it done, like you said. Just like, he's been the most consistent player when it comes to Lotus 8 there, as we see Quist picking up another one. Also a very consistent player throughout this entire weekend. Team Mug now on a 4v2. Got the plant down here. See what the other two can do. Nayar.
Nayar just gonna back up. He has shock darts. He has his recon. Just gonna play with his team. Lotus in a little bit of a tricky position. It's a 2 versus 4 retake. They have next to no information. The only thing that got going their way is Issa at his one shot. Isaac brings not a lot of util left either. It's just going to be a clicking on heads moment.
One
They find
enemy
the first
remaining.
one, gets traded back. Now just the Brimstone finds one. Volano by himself. Going to do his best in the 2 versus 1, but there's not even enough time as well.
Exit frag at least for one of those. They're able to kind of avoid that at least for now. Is he gonna find one? Gonna force to keep them there. So like everyone's dead.
Yeah, you know, I think it was intentional. All teams wanted the Alt Orb as well as the Eco Reset, but still well played by Volano. You know, getting that extra kill, that's 300 more gold for him. That's another Alt Orb for him. So well played, making the best of a bad situation. But even still, it's Team Mug going up 1-0 again in the pistol round.
Yeah, and that's the trend we've been seeing the whole weekend is that the pistol rounds often are leading to the team that wins the game. And it's been a lot of 2-0s, I think, every match we've played so far.
Yeah, true. Like every time it's been kind of wild that it's turned out that way so far throughout this weekend. And maybe a trend on this one, but see if Lotus 8 can break the trend and still find a way to win after losing both pistol rounds so far in this one. And still a tight one, still a close one as they step into this to see what they do.
Yeah, we saw earlier them get a thrifty. Maybe they can pull up the same thing. Even 9-5 is still winnable, but 8-6. 8-6 is a hell of a lot better, so we'll see what they can do. We can see Ricky here, King of First Blood, gonna try to live up to his name.
Ducks?
Oh,
Who ducks? That's what I say. Every time that happens, I'm like, who ducks?
What kind of news is crouch
Here's a firefight. Volano not able to pick us that one. The right play from Swass to get that going here. Aizu. There's finds him. Didn't duck that time.
Yeah.
Able to pick off that head. Aizu looking for another one. They're not quite able to finish that one as quick as they get that one down. They're getting this plant off
Last
as well.
player
Void gets
standing.
one more frag before going
Spike
down.
planted.
But here we go. One person left. That's Brosticle here for LD.
Knife
Trying to make
attack.
they're trying to knife him.
Oh,
He's
and
not
they
able to
got
get it.
Oh, that's disrespectful coming from Mug and then desecrating the corpse as well. I mean, I suppose you can when you're up 3-1, but L8 got to get their blood boiling after that. You hate to see it. Oh.
Yeah, we'll see if that ignites the blood in the veins maybe a little too much. If it ends up backfiring, they need to get them back. If Lotus 8 needs to come back swinging.
I love, like, they know it's not solo queue, right? Like,
Yeah.
This is the grand final, best of 5. They're still coming out trying to do knives and trying to do fun stuff. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Like, really. They're still making it happen here. Team Mug leading here 9-5, looking to do that trade. Let's see what Lotus 8 can do now, though, with full rifles here up into our bonus round.
They got the full rifles, and we saw Team Mug. Only 2 members are surviving, I believe, unfortunately, because one did go down on the knife. So they've got a few guns to work with, but not a whole lot here. So here's Brosticle. He's been so clutch for his team. Now Viper on defense has the chance to come up huge.
Send up there a little bit here. Here's Void. Trying to find something out. He's gonna pick up the first frag in this round. Steps up and finds themselves a second. Twist is followed up with another one here. Lotus 8 suddenly we have 2 members left, but Aizu is going to try to even it up. They take one down. They get traded back as Swaps. Finishes off one more. Aizu finishes off another. He gets taken down. Team Mug pick up round. For a 10-5 lead.
It's such a good, clean sight hit. We saw, I love the patience from the Jet player on Team Mug. We saw that he dashed into sight, realized his team wasn't with him, and very simply just took cover, played slow, and then finally he took the 1v1 when the Viper was tradable. He ended up winning the 1v1 anyway, but you know, it's these smart plays, these like, you know, critical redundancy, making sure that you cannot lose. That's what's gonna win you rounds, and we just saw it there. Really, really well played.
Yeah, this is the exact same thing we saw in the first half. You know, the pistol round going in the favor of Team Mug and just being able to play with that economic advantage for 3-4 rounds going into the half. And just, this is kind of what we saw from Lotus 8, I think in map number 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
Imperium took map number 1. That's what we saw from Lotus 8 yesterday, where they just fell so far behind at the start of each half that they gave up 8 rounds of the 13 that they lost just from the rolling of the economy and not being able to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so far huge what's going on with that. And what I kind of love, every time we tune in to the players, whenever we get to the player cams and all that, we see them smiling. We see them all having a good time. This is a big moment here, this grand finals. This is potentially like what they've been working at all year to be able to get up to this point and be in this match. And they're still playing a video game, you know? As much as like it might be a bit of a meme, but work hard playing a video game. But like, it's like, For real, this is still a game, and these kids are like enjoying their time out there. As good as they are, they can still enjoy the moment.
Yeah, no, it was great. When I was leaving the venue yesterday, I saw.
Get out of my way!
I forget, not familiar with the players individually, but a few of the team that Lotus 8 beat, they were laughing and having a good time, even though they just lost, because you know, it is about the fun of the game here. Isa's dashing in with the blade.
Ace is having a lot of fun today. Able to get that one down. Gonna dash out of there, and then still somehow find the frag. Void not able to get that one. Isa punishing, huge miss there, but Volano does eventually take him down. With corner, Volano is clutching this one out here. Suddenly we're at a 2v2.
2v2, and remember, this was a save round from Lotus B. They're going to be able to pick up all the guns now. A very, very precarious position now from Team Mug. The 2v2, they don't have any info of where they're going. We'll have to see how they play. It does look like they're going to go for a more defensive approach here. See how it goes out. There isn't a lot of time for Lotus 8 to work with. They're having to clear the entire site to get there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we see a thrifty from Lotus 8 either. Seems to be one of their staples where, you know, we've talked about how far behind they're falling, and then all of a sudden, thrifty, just like that, and then right back in it. And that's what we like to see, making it close.
That's a big molly.
Standing.
Oh, but jumps right into Wavy there, unfortunately.
What a psychopath by Wavy, just smokes randomly and just sits in the smoke. Such a menace, buying so much time. Recon Dart is going to come out. I do not a lot he can do. He's going to be able to take one, but now Nayar just backs up, lets him die to the bomb. Really well played by Team Mug. That was so intelligent by Wavy. I don't think I've ever seen a play like that. That was like so smart. It was almost like bronze again, you know? Like what's the strategy? Just sit in the smoke, but you're not smoking anything. I'm just sitting in the smoke, you know?
Yeah,
and it works out really smart. Buys a distraction now. Team Mug 11-5, close to running away with this. Lotus 8 is going to be on the force this round. They will have the up from Ricky that was doing so much in their last set, but you know, if they lose here, they don't have money to buy for the final round. This is a do or die moment for Lotus 8.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge here. So much happened on this map yesterday that almost went to overtime. Pretty much still again before that. Those skills not able to have the reaction time to see Swath coming through the smoke there. So big play coming in from Swath now.
I'm out of here.
Oh, Swath just so confident and so disgusting. Just blind walks into smoke, gets the kill, backs up down a 5 versus 4 for his team. We still see here Team Mug still so patient with it. They're happy just to take space as Quist gets the lurk up mid.
Huge play there to get that going. Lotus 8 behind the 8 ball here. No pun intended. Forgot that there was 8, and I said 8 twice in a row. But Volano can step up here. Nayar getting themselves on the site. More targets. He's the one who's smoke. Ricky's gonna hit that one down.
Spike planted.
Quist will finish off Void. Only one to go, but Ricky's coming up huge with his off. Almost gets the third, but Asa comes up big.
Now it's just Volano in a 1 versus 3, and he can't make it happen. Team Mug goes to match point in their game 1.
Yeah, I can't imagine their economy's doing too well after that round either. With Ricky picking up the operator.
Who's Ricky?
Who's Ricky? I have to mention he hasn't, you know, from how explosive he was yesterday, he's been a little bit quieter in this match, but I think that's going with how explosive that Team Mug has come out. They're really coming out swinging, but it is their map pick as well.
Yeah.
Remember last time we called out Ricky?
Yeah.
For not playing?
We're intentional.
We're set it up. It's in the script. Actually, we have the script here. Call out Ricky, and then he starts playing good. Okay.
Actually, we waited until the last round to make it more intense when he gets 5 aces.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're gonna try. Quick trade comes in here. Bro Skulls, another member of the team that seems to get a lot of those frags. Ricky, there you go. Is picking up one there.
Volano is ready to attack, but in a bad spot, gets Aftershock. The res is going to come through onto Volano as well. But Nair is taking care of the lurk now in a 2 versus 3 situation. Definitely possible. They're holding spike. They have the util for it, and they have Wavy here pushed up into a little bit of a precarious position here. Will we be able to trade and get one? Both of Team are playing heaven.
Lotus 8 really wants to pick up the rest of the team. They're losing 2 of those members again since it's just forced by the rest of the way. They can't single round. They want to keep going, but Nayar will take down one more. Now down to a 2v2.
Ricky's gonna throw out the slow orb. It's actually gonna go wide. Doesn't hit heaven. They do have. Wavy does have the wall. Ricky does have the wall, but there's the Hunger Sphere to stop it. He's gonna have it. Not gonna quite die for it. Oh, and he sticks it. Oh, it's so smart by Lotus 8.
Swapping out who was defusing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really well coordinated, really well played by L8. They thought, Team Mug obviously thought they were safe with the Hunter's Fury, but so smart to swap out. They were able to take it, and really smart as well by Ricky there. We actually saw him wait to put the wall, just in case they peeked and saw what was going to happen. He waited to put the wall. They had no idea until it was already too late. It was there blocking bullets.
Don't
and
overthink
Lotus
it.
8 sticks
That's
in
my
the game
job.
for at least one more round.
Couple judges right now here for Lotus 8. Obviously just in a tough situation. They got a 4% clutch here in this one. Broskos using that Viper's Pit early. We saw this before where they were able to use it early and pretty much just force you to go to the other side and play a trap there.
Yeah, that is a strategy, but as we can see here, Mug is having none of it and says, oh, okay, your best player's here in his Viper ult, bet we're better. And they're going to go and try for it, and Ricky pushes up. They didn't expect him to be so far pushed up. Ricky goes down, the KJ ult comes through. Does look like going to omen ult onto site, but still not quite through yet. Void now, going to ult.
Using that ultimate now, trying to get in there to do something spicy here. They are looking like they're rotating on over potentially towards the B site now.
That was once again so smart by Team Mug. KJ ults, they detain the Viper. The entirety of Lotus 8 rotates off, and then they just simply back up, play space, and now Lotus 8, look how scared they are. They know they gave up so much room. Aizu and the rest of Lotus 8 just on B site by themselves. But can Mug figure out? The timing is terrible. So unlucky from Aizu. Wandel's teammates instantly punished. And there's Broskos gets shock darted out of his Viper's Pit. Now it's just Void versus Swamp. The dash comes out and Void takes him down, keeping himself in the game. So clutch by him.
Yeah, one important moment to note in that round on Lotus 8's side is that Killjoy ult obviously does not take down Viper Pit as long as they as long as Broskos was to stay there. So they had who was it? They had Void come and back up with the Neon ult, knowing that if you're in that Viper Pit, you're decaying 1 HP or maybe a little bit more than that if you haven't been in there very long. But it was a very smart play to have the Neon ult there as backup while
Get out of my way!
while Broskos was detained, but just keeping the pit up so they couldn't push onto the site.
Yeah, and it's big ultimate usage during times where Lotus 8 isn't able to buy good weaponry. Right now, they seem to be relying on that on these eco rounds, and it's working out for them so far to keep them in this match. Again, they still got to answer a ton more at a time in a row to get themselves into this one. I believe it's already been a couple map points here, and Team Mug looking to clean this one up here. Let's see what they can pull off now as some smokes are coming up. Bolano and Aizu here hanging out on the side, waiting to see what they potentially attack, but a patient round being put forward right now for Team Mug. Here's Issa with the Blade Storm. Maybe they can pull something out here right now. But waiting for a couple of them to potentially come at them now. Again, patient round going on so far. 50 seconds left to go, and we don't have any real action coming through quite as of yet.
Yeah, it's a little uncharacteristic from both teams. I think Lotus 8 kind of realizing that they can't afford to make any of these mistakes if they want to keep in the map. And Team Mug, who usually is pushing a site by now, but we have seen this before.
30
from them,
seconds
where
left.
they wait and then they fully hard commit at the last possible moment to get the plant off.
Broskos able to pick up the first frag here. A big first pick. Ricky's gonna follow up with another one. Broskos will end up going down, so we're sitting at a 4v3. Still favored for L8 with 15 seconds left to go on this round. Broskos gonna step up and find the target and take down Ricky. But there's only 10 seconds left in this round. Void's gonna take one more target. They're gonna finish off a couple more. Void eventually going down. They will pick up another one, and that's another round for Lotus 8. They're keeping themselves alive on this map.
Lotus 8 will not die, not like this at least. They're wanting to put more rounds on the board, bring it to a little bit of a closer game. At least 4 rounds left. 4 rounds left is, it's still 4 rounds in a row, quite a bit, but absolutely doable here by Lotus 8.
That one there in the buddy, unlucky. How they have
Yeah, now we see here, Lotus 8, like you said, needing 4 more rounds to force overtime and getting the momentum they need so far. early sage ball coming out, and it looks like Mug might be a little more aggressive than they were last round.
Oh, Ricky gets taken out. He tries to fight with his wall. Now there's one person on site, and Void is going to get taken out. Team Mug will have the complete site. It's going to be a 3 versus 5 retake now for Team Lotus. They do have the smokes available. None of their members have used their util. Yeah, and here we are. Here we are, 3 versus 5. Lotus 8 gonna do what they can. 2 coming from Heaven. 1 gets taken down. Now it's Issa holding Heaven.
remaining.
They do know. And it's Issa getting the second. It's Team Mug winning the first map on Ascent, going up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah.